Hey guys, how you doing? It's electrojed here. I need to apologize first of all for the noise in the background. I got another 3D print going. I got to keep this machine rolling and rolling and rolling. But anyway, so I apologize for the noise in the background. Let's get to it. Let's talk about my reaction and my review of Zack Snyder's The Vision Amongst Visions of what DC should be.
He's the man in the bandana, the man with the charm. He's a dude with the glasses and a lady on his arm.
I am extremely pissed off. I'm literally angry about this. I am so pissed off because I feel, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. I feel racism is involved. I feel that sexism is involved. Definitely a form of misogyny is going on, and here's what I'm talking about. That movie that Josh Whedon put out 3 or 4 years ago, I'm going to call it that movie because that wasn't Justice League. That was bullshit. That was garbage compared to what this movie is. That movie was garbage. And I'm going to explain all my points. We're gonna start off with the racism part. I'm just gonna plain out call it what the fuck it is. What was this bullshit with Cyborg? Why did they cut? So why did Josh Whedon cut so many fucking scenes out of cyborgs? Why? What's his problem? Those were fucking strong scenes. That in my opinion, that's what made this goddamn movie what it is. This vision of Zack Snyder is what the movie should be about. And Cyborg was, in my opinion, one of the main reasons this movie did well and does well. What Josh Whedon put out there was total garbage. I mean, he had no build-up. His scenes were minimal. Now I know why this guy was complaining. Maybe I'm overreacting, and maybe I am. But I feel something's going on here. Because this movie that Zack put out was awesome. And Cyborg was ridiculously fucking OP and awesome in this movie. He belongs in the Justice League and nowhere else. I mean, this guy is basically, a god amongst men. As far as his power with the internet and his cybernetics, just fucking awesome. The scene that he had with his dad, and his dad sacrificing himself, that was an emotional scene. The only reason his dad sacrificed himself is because he saw that his son was meeting his expectations and further. He walked in, he seen his son ahead of the Justice League. He was the one in the lead going into... Right there, that fucking tells you something. Where was that in Josh Whedon's movie? Again, that wasn't Justice League. That wasn't Justice League at all. That was Garbage League. Pissed me off. I got mad when I saw this stuff. It's like, where was this movie? Because that crap they put out in 2017 was not this. Moving on. Let's go to Themyscira with the Amazons. What happened to all the diversity with Josh Whedon's take on this compared to what Zack Snyder put out? Look at all the diversity that was in this movie. Talk about misogyny and talk about fucking sexism. That in my opinion, that's textbook right there. It's like there was no sacrifice. There was no emphasis on the sacrifices that were made. That scene, the whole scene in Themyscira, in my opinion, in Zack Snyder's version of this movie, 10 times better than that piece of shit that Josh Whedon put out. That's all I'm going to call that movie that Josh Whedon put out. That was a shit movie. He totally demolished that movie. Let's talk about the scenes with the Flash. All right, the Flash is saving all those people. It just makes me mad. I didn't like the Flash. I made my opinions clear on the way the Flash was portrayed in the 2017 version. I didn't like the way he ran. I didn't like the character. The character was just, there was no development. In this movie, you understand more why he does what he does and why he does the things he does the way he does it. Let's move on to Wonder Woman. Let's talk about Diana Prince. That opening scene with her in the museum. Holy crap. The way that it was set up in this movie that I just saw today was much better than what I saw in Josh Whedon's movie. Much better. And you see, you know, she had to take him out and had no qualms about doing it. And that's the way the movie should be done. Now let's talk about one of my favorite characters of all time, which is Batman. I always liked Ben Affleck's Batman. Always liked his Batman. But in Justice League, that this fuckhead put out, Josh Whedon, no, I'm not calling that Justice League. I just said I wasn't going to call that Justice League. Garbage League. In Garbage League, they made Batman look like a bitch. Josh Whedon made Batman look like a bitch. He was getting smacked around more than a woman that's in an abusive relationship. I'm not even joking. Wonder Woman smacked him around. Fucking Aquaman smacked him around. And then Superman smacked him around. He's going around, oh, my wrist, I need Oxycontins, he looked and acted like a bitch. That's not Batman. Maybe Flatman, Sad Man, but that shit that Josh Whedon put out, no, fuck that. I was pissed. That made me mad. I said it on my last review. I really did. I mentioned it. I didn't like the way that Batman was being fucking pushed around. Batman don't get pushed around. You don't push Batman around. He may not have superpowers, but you don't push Batman around. He ain't gonna take it. Somebody gonna get clocked. That's one of the smartest characters in all of DC. And Josh Whedon just have him being pushed around like a little bitch. No. How was he in this movie? He was no bitch. Nope. Not one bit. This is how emotional I am about the differences between these two movies. So I apologize. I apologize if you're feeling offended. I am not here to offend you. I am just want you to understand how my view works on this movie. And my view is the way that Josh Whedon portrayed Batman did him a disservice. Batman in the Snyder Cut was Batman of the comic books. And I truly believe that. He stood up to everybody. He may have got knocked around, but he wasn't acting like a bitch. He was being Batman. He did what he had to do. Right now, am I missing anybody? Oh, I like the fact that they brought in a Martian Manhunter. I'm glad they did that. I wish that they would have had him in the movie. But the fact that he was mentioned, I like that they gave a little more time to something towards the Green Lanterns in the beginning when Diana was talking about what went on in the Time of Heroes. Oh my God, Darkseid. Darkseid was looking good, but I gotta say, I really gotta say this: Darkseid got his ass kicked by the Age of Champions. by the Age of Heroes. Oh my God. Dude got waxed and taxed. No shit. He got fucked up. How did they say? He got knocked the fuck out. You know, it's like, Jesus. They were tag teaming his ass. You know? And what was it? The Zeus and the Ares weren't playing around. They fucked him. Ares almost cut his shoulder off. I thought that was fucking cool the way they did it. And then now they dragged him out like a little girl. He's like, no, he's bleeding. It's just shit gushing out. That was great. But man, at the end of the movie, that's a different dark side altogether. Now, I know people are saying Darkseid is a ripoff of Thanos, and there's a big controversy there about who came first, Thanos or Darkseid. Well, here's a little bit of trivia for you. The same person wrote both characters, Jack Kirby. Look it up. Just saying. So, but Darkseid, it was no joke. And I tell you, there was a couple of scenes, they did some fanfare in there with the Omega Beam. That shit looked good. And my wife hasn't seen the movie yet, but when she sees Aquaman get fucking shanked with his own trident, she's not gonna be happy about that at all. Jason Momoa was like one of her favorite. She goes gaga over him. But anyway, in these alternate realities, you see these things. Oh my God, Joker! God, that scene with Joker, in my opinion. That's a scene in awe of this. I know they added that later. This was something that was added to the vision of this movie, and I understand why. And it plays in well. It really does. Deadshot being in there as well. I mean, I love it. Oh, the guy that married Sofia Vergara. Anyway, him. Good actor. Liked him. He was in Spider-Man. He was a cool guy. Anyway, all these different these different realities that they were showing. The fact that there was a portal and the unity had happened, and then Flash, sorry, this is a spoiler, and Flash had to go and change the timeline, and you see him running, changing the timeline, and people's bodies, even Superman got fucked up. Bits and pieces of him were coming back. You know, this was good. This was a fucking movie. What was Josh Whedon thinking? Putting out Garbage League the way he did. Anyway, this is my review and this is my reaction. And you can see my reaction because I just watched this movie. I just finished watching the movie and I'm coming to talk to you. So this is my reaction and this is my review. Tell me what you think. Let's discuss below. I want to hear your opinions. Peace out, everybody.